You've got it wrong, you know. My dad isn't a coward, and he would never get mixed up with drug dealers. He can be a bit of a stuffed shirt sometimes, but he is straight as a die.
That's what I thought about my old man. I used to worship him for that. But now he's dead and disgraced.
You could let me go. We could go and speak to my dad about this. He'll tell you the whole story.
I know what happened.
Look, he's kept his promise. The police don't know anything about this. You could just finish this now. There won't be any comeback. You could just walk away.
Just like that?
If you untie me and just ride off. It'll take me ages to walk home. I'll pretend I don't know who you are.
Nice try, Will.
Want me to take you to school?
I'd rather get the bus. We're all depressed about yesterday. Let's not take it out on one another.
It's his fault Will's in this mess.
Oh, don't worry. She's just upset. And I can't stand much more of this either. I mean, why can't they tell us what they want?
Becky, I know why they kidnapped Will.
What?
It's to do with my trip to Guatemala.
What's going on, Tony? Why haven't you told me this before now?
I didn't know until yesterday. Whoever's got Will left a little message. Remember Guatemala.
But when you came back, you said there were no clues as to who took him.
I didn't want to tell you about it.
Tony, what happened over there?
Morning, Alan.
Hello, Jazz. Want a cup of tea?
You're in a good mood.
Morning, lover boy. Oh, morning, Betty.
And I can just see what's made your spirits rise.
Situational, yeah. I'm afraid.
So, you're like a bull in a china shop this morning.
I'm in a mood. Is that allowed?
Can't you forget about what Chris said? He's just being his usual insensitive self.
How dare he? Just because a woman's a lesbian, it doesn't mean she can't have children.
Yeah, but what about a father figure?
A child needs love. It doesn't matter if it comes from a man and a woman or two women.
Yeah, but I love you both to bits and I've got nothing against lesbians. But it's not right, two women bringing up a baby together.
You're sounding like your mother.
Yeah, well, I happen to agree with her on this. It's selfish, Zoe. OK, so just think how much stick a kid would get growing up with lesbian parents in a place like Emmerdale.
You've got to fight prejudice. You can't just crumple and give in because people don't think the same way as you do. Is that right, Sophie?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it'd be the child who'd suffer the most.
Fine. At least I know where you stand.
When I arrived, it soon became clear that the job wasn't totally legit.
What do you mean?
I was being paid to spirit a drugs dealer out of the country.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know when I signed up. It was only during that I realised what scum I was dealing with.
Well, why didn't you put your hands up, say no, and come home?
Oh, if only it had been that easy. Once you're involved with these people, well, my own life would have been in jeopardy by pulling out.
This is a complete nightmare.
The mission was a failure. We got the dealer out, but left a lot of people very unhappy. His rivals, for a start.
Are you saying that Will could have been kidnapped by some South American drugs gang?
Must be. They want something from me. Revenge, information, I don't know what. But it's me they're after.
What are we going to do, Tony?
I don't know. Becky, I feel really terrible about this.
Well, I don't want to know. I just want my son back. You better stop that self-pity and work out what you're going to do next.
He'll be on his first pint at Derby now.
Will you shut up about Terry?
How about me and thee going to a beer festival?
Look, it's not but a pipe dream, sir, if you won't get idea past Betty.
Betty don't need to know.
Face facts, she's got radar. She probably sense what you're talking about right now.
Scary thing is, I don't doubt that for a second. Hey up, damsel in distress.
Hey up, what are you doing here?
Can't stop. I'm in a hurry.
Will must be back.
Take
that smile off your face.
That was a wonderful night.
Do you want something?
No, just going about my business, me.
Perhaps we ought to be a bit more discreet.
Oh, you're ashamed of me.
No, of course not. But I'm just trying to be thoughtful. I think we've really upset poor Betty.
Well, I shouldn't think it takes much. People like Betty live to be shocked.
Yes, but perhaps we ought to cool it in front of the staff.
All right, I'll make a deal with you. I shall be the soul of discretion if you tell Betty not to clean upstairs for the next few days.
She won't like that.
Well, she can lump it. Honestly, Alan, it's like having a chaperone with Betty hovering about. What's her problem?
She's just being protective. It's really rather touching.
It's very irritating. I'd rather she minded her own business.
All right, I'll talk to her.
Another of your prize ponies off to the knacker's yard?
Alex's pony, off to be sold.
Oh dear, you and Alex fallen out.
It was a totally inappropriate gift.
Shame, I was looking forward to see little James on his Shetland. You riding the range together.
Haven't you got work to do?
Yes, I have. Collecting a debt, 350,000 off my chiselling stepmother.
We shall have it very soon.
Why, what slush fund have you plundered now?
Why don't you go and annoy one of your shally girls? Hello, Melanie. Since when did the bank managers start doing home visits?
Mr. Tate, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Now, what's she been up to?
Perhaps we should go inside?
Come in. Too early for a little drink?
Not for me. Though you may need one.
We haven't gone over our borrowing limit.
Nothing like that. You deposited a cheque for £180,000 into one of the home farm accounts yesterday.
What's the problem?
Lord Oakwell. We bought some horses together for the stud.
I'm afraid there are insufficient funds in his account to honour the cheque.
You mean he's bounced home farm for nearly 200 grand?
We'll discuss this later.
Well, 3 cheers for businesswoman of the year.
Shut up, Chris.
Lord Oakwell's also one of our customers. I think you should know that if the cheque is represented, it's very unlikely to clear.
Well, just how bad is his situation?
As old friends, if I were you, I wouldn't touch him with a very long barge pole.
Well, I'll touch him, all right. I'll kill him.
Who's with you?
What are you on about?
Well, I heard a car.
Oh, I thought your daddy'd come to rescue you.
So what's with the car?
We're moving on, Will. I can hardly sit you on the back of my bike, trussed and gagged. You might just attract a little attention.
Well, why are we moving? Is someone onto us? Is it my dad?
I'm bored of the scenery, that's all. Are you all right?
My legs have just gone dead.
I'm sorry it had to be you, Will. Let's get you out to the car.
I don't care. Some fencing's come down at the holiday village. Fix that, then you can have your lunches.
Yeah, well, it's nearly chow time now.
Yeah, does it make any difference if we do it this afternoon? Yes, because I want you to do it now.
Get a horse box sorted. We're going to Oakwell Stables.
Excuse me, these two have got their orders for the rest of the day.
Well, I've changed them.
What about dinner?
There isn't one. Just do what you're told.
There you go. Thanks a lot. Where's mine?
You know where the kettle is?
I'm helping you out. The least you could do is put the past behind us and be civil to me.
You weren't my choice.
You've made that abundantly clear.
And it's no good pretending we're friends, because we're not.
Don't be so ungrateful.
Well, you get paid for your work, don't you? Where are you going?
Home. I've had just about enough of you.
Oh, well, hang on. It's pension day today. I can't run the shop and deal with the aged of Emmerdale.
Why should I care?
I'm sorry. There. That all right for you?
No. Bye, Viv.
Wait, how am I going to cope?
Doesn't feel right, this, Kim. It's stealing.
They're my horses and I get them on the box.
Look, we don't want to get into trouble with Lord Oakwell, Kim.
Just do what you're told or you'll both be out of a job.
What's going on, Mrs. Tate?
I'm taking these horses to Home Farm.
Lord Oakwell said nothing about this.
That's because he doesn't know.
All due respect, Mr. Tate, but you're not taking these
Whoa,
horses.
whoa, easy, mate. Orders is orders.
Then I'll call the police.
That's all right, Jerry. I'll sort this. What are you doing?
Making restitution. Your cheque bounced, but I suppose you knew that anyway.
Yeah, I can explain. Let's go into the house, have a glass of something and talk this over.
You're not taking me for an idiot again.
You're being very unreasonable.
No one tries to swindle me and gets away with it, Lord Oakwell. You'll soon realise that I can be a very dangerous enemy.
What's happening, Alex?
Just a cash flow thing. I'll sort it.
Oh, you won't. From now on, I'm not letting you anywhere near the stud business.
Don't be ridiculous. All right, I made a few mistakes.
A few mistakes? You've nearly bankrupted the company.
But I can handle Kim.
In your dreams. Jerry! Get a horse box and round up some stable lads. We're going to pay Mrs. Tate a visit.
Where the hell are we?
It doesn't matter. Just make yourself comfortable.
How much longer can this go on for?
As long as it takes. Don't you understand? There has to be retribution.
You're crazy. Do you realise you're going to spend half your life in jail for this?
It'll be worth it.
Is this what your father would have wanted?
Scores have to be settled.
Don't you think we've both lost enough?
And what the hell have you lost?
Any respect that I had for my father.
Oh, well, bully for you. At least you've still got one.
I don't want anything to do with him. I believe you. How can I ever forgive him for what he's done?
Do you think I'm stupid? You'd say anything to worm your way out of this.
I'm not lying to you.
You're the same rotten yellow stock as your father.
Please!
That's better. You were getting too cocky. I prefer you when you're scared.
Do you know, it isn't bad at all.
Yeah, we could have done without this promotion business. I mean, it's typical of Terry. He sets up a sherry night and then clears off on holiday.
Ah, well, talking of clearing off, I better go and pick the pensions up. And you get yourself back to work.
So if a drug addict with a completely irresponsible lifestyle wants a baby, that's fine, just as long as she's heterosexual.
That's not what I'm saying.
But if a well-adjusted, responsible lesbian wants one, that is a problem.
I wish I'd never said anything. I don't know why you're getting so uptight about this. It's not as if you want a baby.
Well, I do, Linda. It's what I want more than anything.
Well, that is a bombshell. Well, forget what I said. Because if it's you we're talking about, you'd make a great mum.
I think so, too.
And how does Sophie feel about this?
She doesn't know, so not a word for now.
Another one, please, Alan.
Shouldn't you be getting back?
I quit. I couldn't stand being in the same room as Viv Windsor for 1 minute longer.
I've been there, done it. Got the T-shirt.
Have a sherry. Thank you. I might have a few. Of all Jack's brilliant ideas, working at the post office was not one of his best. Cheers.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
Kim?
I think you know. Let's not play games, eh?
There's been a misunderstanding. I'm here to settle it.
Going to give me another rubber check?
Let's not air our dirty washing in front of the employees, eh?
How terribly civilized.
I find all this very embarrassing, and I'm sorry you've been messed about. This is on my bank account. I guarantee you it'll be honoured.
Fine. But the horse will stay here until it's cleared.
Don't you play games with me. I've given you my word.
You my partner now, then?
If needs be. I really would rather not do business with you at all.
I'm sure you know the feeling's mutual.
But Alex entered into an agreement with you. He's my husband, and I won't see him made a fool of.
Needs no help from me.
I've made some inquiries about you, and you really are a nasty piece of work. But a friendly little warning. My friends are bigger than your friends.
Is that some kind of school threat?
You're not stupid, far from it, so you'll understand me when I say I could ruin you and your family.
I'd like to see you try.
No, you wouldn't. All it takes is a couple of phone calls.
Take your nags and clear off.
Oh, come on, Viv. The way you're going on, I won't live long enough to spend this pension.
It's not my fault. Sarah's just walked out on me.
Yeah, well, that's not my concern. I just want serving.
Won't give us a hand, would you, Betty?
Oh, you must be joking. It's my only afternoon off this week.
I'm begging you. It'd just be for a few hours.
Go on, all right.
You saved my life.
£10 an hour.
That's daylight robbery.
Suit yourself, I'll go and put my feet up.
All right.
Nice doing business with you.
Just wait till you get home, Vic Windsor. I'm going to kill you.
It's no good, Tony. I'm ringing the police.
Just give me a little more time. I'm sure there are clues that I'm missing.
There isn't any more time, don't you understand? Our son may be dead already because of you.
I know. Oh, Roy, what can I do for you?
Yeah, good, I just thought I'd pop in there and see if Will fancied going down to Watton tonight for a drink or something.
He's away, staying with a friend.
Oh, with that lass who went off with at party?
That's right.
That's weird, I just seen her down in Emmerdale.
What?
Yeah, we were down at Home Farm getting onto her bike.
Where?
Tenpence off for cash.
Open your jacket.
You what?
I'm not accusing. I'm just checking.
Don't try this on with other customers.
No, 'cause you dingles could give Fagin and his lads a run for the money.
Has anybody ever told you you're a prejudiced, suspicious, old woman?
Well, somebody did try once. Lashed him to death with me tongue.
It's big enough.
You're banned.
Now the rush is over, Betty, could you stack a few shelves?
Oh, nay, I'm for serving, not for stacking.
You're back early.
I quit.
Well, you've hardly given it a try.
It was a bad idea, Jack. That woman will never change, and frankly, life is too short to spend it in the company of somebody you don't like. Where are you going?
Well, some of us have got work to do.
I've only just got back. At least stay and have a cup of tea with me.
I'm busy.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Thought it was. Yesterday, Jack seemed keen to talk things over. Today, he's gone all withdrawn on me again.
Well, we all have our off days.
Rachel, if you knew anything, you would tell me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, but like what?
I don't know. Jack's very close to you. I thought he might have mentioned something. Like maybe he's got bored with me. Or he doesn't fancy me anymore.
Sarah, don't be silly.
I thought I told you to stay in the car.
Another wild goose chase?
We missed them. But he was here.
You should have seen Viv Windsor's face when she had to settle up with me. Oh, it does my heart good to get one on that little madam.
And we ought to celebrate your quick thinking.
Oh, right, go on then, get him in.
You as well, Mr. Turner?
Evening, Mr. Turner. Mandy tells me what you've been up to.
Shh. Mandy's being very indiscreet.
So?
So?
How did it go?
Just being vulgar.
Spill the beans.
Well, if you must know, no complaints.
You old dog.
That's enough of that. Now, that's £1.48, please, sir.
It's rude to whisper, you know.
It is also rude to eavesdrop. So just drink your pint and mind your own business.
Thank you, mine host.
Should be proud of yourself. Still able to do the business at your age.
He's done it.
I know he's done it. I saw that woman at breakfast this morning, flaunting herself in his toweling bathrobe.
Flaunting? In Turner's dressing gown? It's not exactly a get-up from Polly Bergère.
The implication were clear enough.
Well, that's a good look to him.
Oh, he's making a fool of himself, a man of his age.
There's plenty of men of my age who'd like the chance to make a fool of themselves.
Seth?
I meant with you.
Don't start that again.
We're supposed to be a couple. No matter how old we are.
Seth, please. Not in here.
Don't fret, I still love you.
Oh, Seth.
But if a night of passion's out of question, you can get me next one in and all.
Well, another empty bottle, Alan. It's going down well, is this stuff?
Oh, hats off to Terry. I thought it was a bad idea, but it certainly brought some extra people in. Eric Pollard, eat your heart out.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Smiley.
Have you saved any sherry for me?
Yeah. Good day?
Not really. I almost had a row with Zoe.
What about?
Oh, nothing.
Well, it must be a day for rows. Kim Tate's crossed swords with Tara Oakwell. And boy, can that Tara give as good as she gets. I reckon Kim's met a match for once.
Excellent.
I'm sorry we're not here to take your call at the moment, but please do leave a message for Tony, Becky, Emma or Will, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
I'm getting sick of this. Please, whatever you're gonna do, just get it over and done with.
Don't worry, Will. It'll soon be over.
What are you talking about?
I'm getting bored. It's time for me to meet your dear daddy.
And then what?
It's up to your dad. We'll see just how good he really is. Because this time tomorrow, one of us is going to be dead.